So today's January 23rd, 2026. Today's EON rant is brought to you by um, the New York Yankees. As far as we're right now 63 days to opening day, and the Yankees. It's been a quiet off season, and I know they re-signed Cody Bellinger, and everyone because they re-signed him, everyone's like thinks that's like they did something. No, they did what they were supposed to do to re-sign Cody Bellinger and try to get something. If something comes out of the minor league system, that's great. Fine, whatever. We'll take it. But it looks like there's no bullpen. They lost two guys in the bullpen. One had an up and down year, Devin Williams to the Mets, and Luke Weaver went to the Mets, and he wasn't really good at all last year, for the most part. But bullpen guys, I guess you could come up, but they go with it. This is the Yankee way now, and we just have to deal with it. And I've always said this, and I don't accept it. That's reality, but I know it's reality. It's like whatever we just like just run it back. We're that good. We could just run it back, and we're not. We're really not. We're not at all that good, and we just have to comprehend that. And that's what it is. The New York Yankees are a lot of times the running back team. Yes, they still spend a lot of money relative to other teams in baseball, but it's not the same old bad Yankees like the Dodgers, where Kyle Tucker is the most looked out outfielder in free agency, I would say, by most teams, and he's on the Dodgers. The most looked out reliever, he's Edwin Diaz. He's on the Dodgers. And everybody was like, "Oh, the Dodgers. What are the Dodgers good?" And the Dodgers did had a big splash off season again, and that's just what it is. And they did, and the Yankees looked after a Japanese guy, and he signed with the White Sox, I believe. So I don't. I just have to understand that this is where we are, and I understand it. And I'm not going to over scream about it until they start losing. And like me having a beard after a couple of days of not shaving, about 2 or 3 days, it's just weird on the Yankees. And you go, well, you're a hypocrite because you don't shave. No, it's not. It's just there's a standard. It's like the same thing with countries and different ways of life. It's like over here you don't play that game. Over there you don't. And the minute you open up a little thing, the Pandora's box open, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, it's a different story. But who cares? I'm not in charge of the Yankees, and now the Yankees are just another team, and I just understand it. I don't accept it, but I got to move on in life, and I understand and I comprehend everything about it, and we'll move on from it. And that's just the way it is. I guess you could say, well, Roman is not. No one's a Roman anymore. Everybody's an Italian now. I get it. I understand it, but whatever. That's what you got to do. You got to deal with it. And the people who lived back then for probably 50, 100 years were like, what is going on? Where's the Romans? What's with the Roman mentality? It's not there anymore. It's Italian. It's a different world. It's a different situation. It's a different fabric. Everything's totally different, and people just understand and move on, and the world doesn't care as from at large, and that's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's like that in other sports too, with Manchester United or some other soccer team that I have no idea about, where they haven't won in 5, 10 years, and there's different rules because of certain situations. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what it's happening in baseball. And I get it. Games change, and like basketball, you everybody chucks up threes, and nobody knows what a mid range shot is anymore. And I get some little things like flagrant fouls, fine, whatever, danger to the game, but just like stupid geeks coming out there in every sport and like baseball and going, yo, this guy, this zone and that zone. Well, and actually, the players used to do that back in the day, according to CC Sabathia said that. And the players used to, on the team, the hitters and the pitchers and the catchers used to be like, this guy cannot hit it outside and up, out and up, outside and in, outside and down. This guy always swings and misses in certain situations because it was more about actually watching stuff, and the players used to be like, yeah, I know the tricks because I played against him so many times. And now it's just not like that. Now players don't watch a darn thing. I'm not going to say that. I'm apologize to that player over there and over who do, but they don't watch anything. They just listen to like these guys from the organization. Yo, Brian is down. Brian from the front office is here. Brian, what is he gonna say? Well, you're gonna face this hitter, this 8 hitter, and you better not pitch to him inside. And the minute you pitch to the guy inside, the guy hits a bomb. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because yesterday he doesn't hit a bomb back-to-back games, and I understand it. I hear it. I hear it. That's just the way it is now in every sport. And in basketball and football, it's becoming that way. And in football, like when you're younger, you're like 4th and 1, 5 minutes to go. It's a tie game. At the goal line, you kick a field goal. You just take the points. Now they go because the guy's going to score back because of the percentage and da. It's so stupid. It's pathetic. It's not. It's not. But you know what? I understand it. It's over now. And by the time 5 years from now, all the guys that are crying like me are going to be extinct. So who cares? Not going to be extinct as far as fans are concerned. So who cares? The young fans are not going to know anything about that. They're going to be like, yeah, there was no forward pass. You're talking about the days where no forward pass when Peyton Manning was throwing? Yeah, that's what's going to be, guys. Guys, got to understand that. Everybody that's listening remembers Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Be like, Tom Brady? You mean he's the best ever? When he was playing, he didn't even throw the ball past 2 yards. Well, obviously he did, but no one's going to care. No one's going to care. But that's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. And it's going to be the new guy like, Arch Manning is the best ever. Arch Manning, he throws the ball so well. It's like, so did freaking Joe Montana and Dan Marino. They're going to be like, when they played, they were the only guys doing it. Well, that's not true, but whatever, you get the point, and that's just how it's going to be, and everyone's going to be like, when the game's more advanced, and the game's more this, the sport is better. Is the sport better? I mean, it's different worlds, it's a different situation, so it depends on who you ask, but it's just a different, like, thing, because Michael Jordan is as talented as all of them. All of them. And the skilled thing stuff is garbage. It's garbage because nobody knows what a post game is anymore. That's all skill. Footwork. No one has footwork. Everybody dribbles, chuck. Everybody doesn't even dribble. They barely cross over, they chuck. No one's even open. They chuck the ball. What are you talking about? Skilled. Skilled what? Everybody could dribble the ball 3 dribbles. Not everybody did it back then. I'll grant you that. But not everybody has a spin move. Nobody knows what a spin move is anymore. Nobody has one. Who has a spin move, guys? Stop to say that guy does. That guy. No, he doesn't. It's either drive to the hoop, dunk it, or chuck it up on a fadeaway. What are you talking about? And football, there's no running backs anymore. Oh, Derrick Henry. My bad. Chris Henry, rest in peace. Derrick Henry. What do you mean? There's no nothing anymore with these things about skilled. What are you talking about skilled? In everything. It's just insane. There are things that players now can do that can't do back then. And players now that can't do anything back then because they don't even know what that is. Because they talk about bags now. Bags. Michael Jordan had no bag. What do you mean, what's a bag? Get to a spot and go. That's what a bag is. That's how you play ball. Now it's like a bag. He's a Harlem Globetrotter now. What? First of all, these guys now can't even play like the Harlem Globetrotters. What are you talking about? And football? Oh, get out of here. Secondary. First of all, there's no one can play cornerback anymore. No one can play linebacker anymore. There's no more Ray Lewis. So what are you talking about? Because, you know why there's no Ray Lewis? Because everybody's in coverage. That's the stupidest thing ever. That's ridiculous. And by the way, guys have more interceptions back then. The New York Jets this year had 0 interceptions. Talk about skill. There was a football team that had 0 interceptions this whole year. And we talk about skill. Guys, things are extinct now. The New York Yankees are not the New York Yankees anymore. It's just a different world. The Dodgers are, by the way. But they go, they go, players are this now. Well, in what? Baseball players are throwing harder. I mean, I remember guys were throwing 99, 100. Now they're throwing 102. It's a big deal. It is a deal. But, guys, really? Like, guys pitch like 2 innings now. There's no horse anymore. And that's what you have to understand. Okay? So it's a different world. It's just by the time, 5, 6 years from now, no one's going to care what I have to say is over. And it's going to be the fans are going to be like, hey, that guy's such a good pitcher. He pitches 3 innings a game. Good. That's awesome. And it's like you're going to tell. See, I I, as a young guy, for about 25 plus around, used to tell me as a kid, they used to tell me Cy Young had 500 wins because Cy Young used to pitch 9 innings all the time. Walter Johnson used to pitch 9+ innings. And we used to be like, what the heck? That's ridiculous. That's nuts. How did he not break his arm? And now these guys throw 2 innings and go, Tommy John. And you sit here, you go about toughness, and you talk about harder, you talk about skill. Get out of here. Have a good day. Miss me with that.